lot of announcements, just the two of us. So the first one, the food drive is still going on. Today was supposed to be the day that those bins were decorated. I don't think any of them are.
No,
so please remember today, just go grab a little paper bag, get some cans, get some ramen, bring it to school, get 5 points for your class.
Okay, and then so soccer will actually be happening next week because it was a failure this week. So Wednesday to Friday we'll be having the whole tournament thing. It's going to be the same lineup. What is it? 11th versus
9th and 8th on Wednesday, 10th versus seniors on Thursday, and then the winners on Friday. And then next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to be doing hand turkeys. So there'll be stuff in the quad for people to make hand turkeys for whoever you're thankful for. I hope most of them go to Michael Rodriguez. Michael deserves a lot of thanks. So please come and join us in the quad to make hand turkeys.
yes. And the general student council meeting today. Don't forget, be there.
And one last announcement, our last announcement. Please, I am begging you, please, do your work jobs today. Please. If you do your work jobs, come up to Umar or myself and we will bow down to you and just
give you a hug.
And give you a hug, and Mr. Daniel will give you a hug. Yay! Alright, so
Michael will smile at you.
yes, so please do your work
Do
job.
your work jobs Friday.
Why? Because it's Friday. A lot of people haven't been doing theirs recently.
Trash
and
cans are really nasty.
tomorrow is all about York Day, so we really want to make sure our campus is really, really pretty for all those people coming to campus tomorrow.
Good job.
It has always been something I enjoyed. I have the opportunity to introduce you to a guest on campus, and I've never had more fun than introduce you Knox Harmon. And his parents, Jacob and Sarah.
If you have been in choir and are no longer in choir, first of all, why? Second, if you're in choir and no longer in choir, or you're in choir and are now in chamber choir, I need your choir blouse back if you have it at home, under your bed or in your closet, because I'm a little short for the concert coming up. Similarly, ties, boys, if you have been in a music ensemble that required the music tie, and you are no longer in the ensemble that requires that tie, I need the tie back. The sooner the better. Thank you.
On Monday, the faculty will be involved in a series of day-long professional growth activities. Some of us will be going to the Stanford D School. People will be working on 20% projects, service learning. I imagine Mr. Hanna is going to be designing some fabulous new experiments for physics, some labs, some language activities, and so forth. All of this is done to make sure that you get to continue receiving the fabulous education that you receive here at York, and therefore we're sorry to report that there will be no school on Monday for you. It's a 3-day weekend. But it's also a 3-day weekend for you because so many of you will be helping out tomorrow at All About York. And we appreciate your contributions. I know Mr. Cheetah appreciates it tremendously. So thank you in advance for helping out tomorrow, and enjoy your weekend. Thank you.
Just to let you know, when you come back on Tuesday is a D-Day. You will not be having PATH. You will be coming for a convocation here. So on Tuesday, D-Day, during that time, we normally go to PATH. Please, everybody come here. And if you're one of my people who are involved in actually presenting the convocation, can you please make sure you sit near the front for me? Thank you.
I've heard it from my dad whenever I ask him to get rid of a spider. I've heard it from my mom, convincing me that public speaking isn't horrifying. I've also heard it from friends, persuading me to go on a giant swing that plunges from 165 feet in the air to the ground in 3 seconds, even though I'm terrified of heights. This past summer, when I went to Australia with Rustic Pathways, a company that allows teens to travel the world and make a difference in communities, my group had some optional activities, one of which was the giant swing. 2 of my friends on the trip also wanted to fall through the air. One of the workers at the giant swing site fitted us with helmets and harnesses. He then strapped us side by side and hooked us to 2 thick cables. I was on one end, Will, the tallest of us, was in the middle, and on the other end was Eugenie. Without warning, we began rising as the machine hummed and gears clicked. Tropical birds sang around us as we ascended through the trees. My heart beated faster with every second. We stopped and swayed a little. No one spoke. We all just stared down to the grassy ground. It seemed miles away. Mosquitoes that plagued the ground didn't dare fly as high as we were. A green light turned on. That was the cue for Eugenie to reach above our heads and pull a strap, which would release us. I squeezed my eyes shut and sucked in a breath. She pulled the strap. My worst fear came true. I was free falling through the air. I snapped my eyes open and screamed louder than I ever had before. We plummeted down, gaining speed. I still didn't feel any tension from the rope, which was supposed to catch our fall. One thought ran through my mind. The rope had snapped, and we were going to hit the ground. Then, as I prepared myself for impact, I felt the pull of the rope, and we swung up, flying high above the trees. I had a view across the forest all the way to the ocean. The sun reflected brightly off the deep blue water. We soared back, and I laughed and shouted with excitement, no longer fearing for my life. We swung back and forth a few more times, each time slower than the last, until we stopped where we had started. Even though my eyes were watery from the wind, my legs shaky, and my throat sore from screaming, I felt invincible. That moment in the air when I was free falling was the scariest moment of my life, but also the most exhilarating. You won't be scared if you do it. I've heard this phrase many times. I just did it, and believe me, I was terrified. Overcoming my fears is not always possible, but having confronted my phobia of heights has given me confidence. I no longer flinch at the thought of spiders, and I'm up here in front of all of you giving my speech without fear weighing me down.
Thank you to the 2 of you who posted pictures online for Photography Club. We're going to have another meeting today in Sensei's room at lunch. Consider coming.
I sent out an email last night with room assignments. If you guys have any more questions, let me know. And please arrive promptly at 6:30 tomorrow morning in the upper parking lot in your formal attire. All right? Yes, thanks.
The junior class will be selling pizza next week on Wednesday. $2 a size, so bring some cash.
Yearbook, we're having a meeting today during lunch in the math lab, so please be there.
We're going to try to make it fast. Also, superlatives, keep submitting. There are a lot, but a lot of them just say, Michael! Also, volleyball girls, don't forget we're meeting today in front of the gym at lunch.
Yeah, and pros, we're meeting today during health and fitness. Thanks.
And just like Matt said, please do your workshops. It's Friday before a 3-day weekend. Nobody's going to do it over the weekend. We're having a lot of guests tomorrow. We want our school to look great. Please do your workshops. It's really gross, especially the outside garbage.
Guild today, and it'll be every C-Day from now on, and we might be playing Apples to Apples or something, so you should come.
Alright, once again, just please come to General Student Council today. Work jobs, work jobs, work jobs. Alright.